You're about to be on your body, bro. It's about to happen. It's happening. It's happening.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to have you guys watching. This episode is going to be a ton of fun. It's an hour long, so sit back and relax and enjoy the adventure. We are traveling to Bennet Pass in Oregon, and we're going to spend 3 days out on the trail. I was not expecting this trail to be as gnarly as it was. I don't think any of us thought that we'd be coming home with body damage and bent tie rods and things like that. Taylor's going to be driving in his Jeep Gladiator on 40s. I'm in the Tundra right now, and Mike from Haven Ridge Adventures is driving his Ford F-250, and he's pulling the Mammoth trailer, which does cause us some problems down the line. This week we're out exploring. We're going to do a little bit of overland camping for a couple nights, and we're exploring up near Bennet Pass, a trail that we found using onX off-road. This pretty close to Mount Hood. We found an area that was labeled Nice View, I think it was, and we figured we should check it out. And that's one of the things we love about onX off-road is you can discover trails and waypoints that other people leave. One of the cool new features that we used when planning this trip was the 3D view function. So you can't use this on offline maps, you have to have satellite connection, but you can actually pan in and see the terrain around you. So ever since I quit the fire service, I've been putting in a little extra effort to explore more often, but not just often, but new places that, you know, I wouldn't have thought to go. The Oregon Mount Hood area is really, really beautiful when you catch the weather right. And it was really stormy earlier today. I was looking through our weather forecast, and it's actually surprisingly, it's cleared up, and I'm just really happy for that because I just want to spend some time outside. And the place that we're visiting today, we're exploring Bennet Pass in Oregon, and it's supposed to have an awesome view of Mount Hood. The waypoint was literally titled Nice View, and this is a spot that Taylor, who's driving in the Jeep ahead of me, he discovered this spot, and I'm really looking forward to getting there and just kind of relaxing. Right now, I'm just going to focus on enjoying myself this weekend. I guess this week. It's Tuesday. I mean, come on. It's so awesome that we can get out here middle of the week and do what we love for a living. Thank you guys for watching these videos, because without you, this never would have been possible. After a long day of driving in Oregon traffic, it was time to let loose a little bit. We let some air out of the tires, dropped the truck in four-wheel drive, and finally hit the trail. On this trip, we're hoping to find some snow, even though it's the middle of summer. We know that we'll be gaining enough elevation to possibly find snow. We're not necessarily looking to camp in snow, we just want to wheel in it a little bit. Before long, we were driving along super beautiful, scenic shelf roads with awesome views of the mountain. This area got a lot of snowfall, so there's a ton of branches and trees in the road, so we have our work cut out for us. All right, this is the spot that onX had labeled as Great View. We'll let you guys decide if it was accurate. This is epic, man.
It's a really good view. It'd be better if there was no lenticular cloud around Mount Hood.
You just you just wanted to say lenticular cloud. Up to this point, we'd pretty much been in the trucks all day, so this was the perfect opportunity for us to be able to stretch our legs and finish some of the last-minute projects that we had been working on our trucks before we went any deeper into the forest. We originally thought we might be able to camp here, but once we got there and saw it in person, we realized that it was way too narrow. There wouldn't be enough room for traffic to come through, so we decided not to camp in this spot. But I am really excited for this trip because I brought with me a ton of gear. I think I've been mentioning it lately on the channel that the Tundra is more equipped than any overland vehicle I've ever had. It is pretty much a dedicated overland vehicle, so when things come up, like in this instance, I needed to actually add a little bit of air to one of my tires, it was so easy to just pop this thing out and use it. All my gear is right there, super accessible, and it's been an awesome vehicle for this. driving, I mean, it took us a couple hours to get to the trailhead. Like 2, 3. How long was that drive?
Yeah,
3-hour drive. It was 3.
Yeah.
I was spacing out, dude. I was listening to my book, and it was really good. And then from the trailhead, pretty short trip. I mean, it didn't take very long at all. Rough road, but we got to the spot here that we're calling Great View or Nice View.
Great View.
Great View, and it really is. You can see Mount Hood over there, which this is why I wanted you to be here. I wanted to have you tell us about climbing that thing. Taylor's climbed that mountain multiple times, a bunch of times. Is that so? That's actually an active volcano?
Yeah, it is. It's one of the most active volcanoes in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, it's always letting off sulfur and volcanic gas, and it's super active. A lot of people think it's going to blow up soon.
Really?
Yeah.
So does it have like regular seismic activity that they are measuring?
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Yeah, they have been able to measure like seismic activity, or I don't know, some sort of earthquake type stuff underneath. Yeah, but no, it's super active.
Wow.
Every time I've climbed it, tons of gas getting released, lots of fumaroles releasing gas.
Really? That's the one you invited me to climb with you, but that's ice, so you're climbing ice walls?
Yeah, the mountain has a lot of ice on it. Most of the routes involve some sort of technical climbing. Later in the year, there's a route called the Old Chute on the south side of the mountain. That's the least technical route, which is probably the one I would take you.
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd take you up to Pearly Gates, which is slightly more technical, more direct, but still relatively safe. And everything is relative, because like you could die just anywhere. But I believe.
Dude, thank you, man. I really want to try it out.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of nervous about Stanima. That's my big thing. Is like that's a lot of elevation. You know how high it is?
Yeah, 11.2.
11.2.
That's not bad. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gain in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like if you gas out, that's fine. Just turn around. Who cares? You know?
It's so sick.
It doesn't matter. The summit doesn't matter. You just gotta survive. That's all that matters. You know?
Dude, so Taylor and I talk about it a lot at the studio, but like looking at it,
Yeah.
it's both like kind of daunting, but at the same time, like also really inspiring.
So
like, that is cool. I can see the appeal. It's such an accomplishment.
Yeah, and like, you know, one thing that you should know, which might help with your confidence, everything looks harder until you're on top of it. That sounds horrible.
All right, man, noted.
No. So it looks vertical, right?
Yeah, it does.
But as soon as you get onto it, like you can walk upright most of it. There's just a little bit of technical.
You're switchbacking and
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, well,
We're gonna do it, bro.
we should.
We totally will. We will do it.
Can you do it in the summer?
We can do it right
The ice
now.
climb? You can?
Yeah, we can go right now. We could go that way.
That'd be sick.
Why don't we go?
Dude, just straight, just blaze a trail, man. We'll follow you.
Yeah.
All right, so we might do that. I mean,
Oh, you will.
I mean, let me know what you guys think. If you think I should be out there climbing ice walls, we'll patch in some footage of it. But I think it's pretty rad. Like something to add to the bucket list for sure.
Yeah.
Today though, we got to find a better camping spot. We were gonna camp here. At least that's what we thought we would do when we saw it on the map. But a lot of these spots are steeper, bigger drop-offs. It's not a lot of flat space. Not the best campsite not the best one ever. We'll probably make it our plan B if we don't find anything, because this is like a really densely wooded area. I'm kind of nervous that we won't find like a good landing spot.
Yeah. I think we should look on Onyx and see if we can find like a little outcropping or something.
Yeah,
that we can aim for.
It's 7:15, so we only have a couple.
It's that late.
I know.
Yeah.
So we only got a couple more hours before we run out of daylight. So.
Okay. Well, I'll get the tablet.
We're looking for snow in particular. We'd like to hit a little bit of snow, even though it is mid-June. There's still some snow up here. Onyx identified a bunch of trails in pink or blue?
Pink.
Pink. Pink means snow.
Yep.
So
we filtered by snow, and we have snow, according to the map, about a mile from here. So we'll check it out. I'm assuming that this is rating this as snow based on someone's trail report. So who knows the last time someone's actually been up there and said there was snow, but
Yeah.
hopefully recently.
Oh, well. Well, we don't want to camp in the snow. We just want to figure out where it is because we want to film some.
No snow.
We want to just film some snow wheeling. But yeah, we can't camp in the snow. You don't have boots, and I don't like camping in the snow really all that much. I mean, it's okay. It's all like squishy and it's hard
Didn't
to
we
walk.
just film something about climbing Mount Hood?
Yeah, well, that's different. I mean, it's you know, overland camping, the snow, it's just, I like the sun. It's beautiful.
I'm always a mountaineer.
Once a mountaineer, always a mountaineer. Yeah, man, we're gonna run out of daylight though, so we should figure out where we're gonna camp. It's too bad this spot won't work.
Okay, so we're here at this point of interest, which is great view on Onyx. There is what looks like a potential campsite here. It's about 2,500 feet down the road, so we can go check that out.
That sounds good.
Cool.
Came across an ultra tight spot, 2 logs on either side. A lot of people ask me how I like the Tundra for this kind of stuff. It is really wide.
See if it'll work.
One thing I do love about the Tundra though, it has a front-facing camera, so I can kind of see a little bit better, and then it has cameras on either side, and it gives me this top-down view, which is pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and squeeze through this, and then hopefully Mike, hopefully you fit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope so.
The possibility of Badger Lake being a hiking trail, I feel like if we find a spot, we should just take it.
Okay. I don't remember seeing hiking trails on the map, usually. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
That diesel
definitely-
smells like good times.
feels like my diesel heater.
It smells like the military to me. All right, we found a pretty cool campsite over here. Pretty awesome. We'll be able to tuck the trucks kind of into the woods. We were gonna go to this lake, but we're a little worried that the mosquitoes might be pretty nasty. So this is better. This is honestly really, really nice. It's gonna be gorgeous right here. The other thing too, when it comes to camping, is that I'm always tempted to like camp out on like a ridge or by water, right? When I kind of mentioned when you camp by water, the mosquitoes are really bad. When you camp by a ridge, the wind gets really bad, you know, in the morning and in the late evenings. So this will actually be really nice, kind of protected. It's kind of right in the trees. We found a really nice like fire ring that someone built, and there's even some logs that we could use. So yeah, this is perfect. Idea is Taylor can park in this spot here. I'll try to get my truck in here. Taylor's gonna bring oh, he's gonna drive straight in. Getting stuck. High centered. Oh my gosh, this thing's a tank, dude. Oh yes. Yes.
You'd already be climbing, you know?
Wrangler?
Yeah.
Probably would, yeah. There you go, though. Dude, you got it. That's so crazy. All right, Tundra's coming in after it.
I dare you. Please.
Dude, just,
Do it for the content.
there's no way.
Do it for the real estate rope content, brother.
So now, Taylor's turning around in the campsite so that he can face the other way. There's that nice fire ring I talked about. Oh, there's those logs. So much extra work because he wanted to drive over the hump. A little tight in here. That is impressive. You're almost there. What's your tent on that tree? Oh. I didn't think you were on the tree. I would have said something.
Yeah. Well.
Mike, you gotta say something, man.
He's like, I zoomed in though.
I was honestly, I was watching this tire over here and the log, trying to get that on good footage, and that's when I looked up and I saw it was too late.
Oh, it was in there deep.
It's in there deep.
Dude, I'm sorry. I should have spotted you. I should have spotted you better, man.
Yeah, so I should have paid attention to the tree.
Does the light work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about brake light?
Yeah. But it's gonna come off, dude. The light's gonna come off when you pull forward.
No.
Yeah, it popped past the tree.
No, it ain't coming. No.
No. Okay. We'll just go ahead and pull forward.
Like I would move the Jeep with a snatch block or something before I broke a $200 taillight.
Oh, I thought it was already broken.
No.
No?
I mean,
Oh.
it's cracked, but I'm gonna run it till I break it all the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, cool. So what's your plan then? You want to?
I could either drag the Jeep on the ground.
If you cut this log up,
Oh yeah, because then
it might drop down. Yeah.
Here you go.
And that might be the fastest and easiest way out of here. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh, you got it. Did I mention that I believe in you?
Should have wrapped it around Mom again.
All right. Let Daddy in here.
That's
Dada.
Oh yeah.
oh. Good idea.
All right, it's out. Tree. You're free.
Free bird. Wait.
Yeah, nothing's touching now.
I know.
Dude, is your extrusion rack okay? Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh boy. That's fine. That's not.
Oh man, I'd be a
What is it?
little grumpy about that one.
You would?
Oh, I don't like body damage. Not a fan.
No.
Not a fan.
That's a trail trophy. Too bad I wasn't doing anything cool.
You were though.
Just trying to be like, oh, I could do that.
You're trying to look cool.
Get over that.
That was the second time since we've been together. And you were in three minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Remember that one?
Except the first one didn't do any damage.
Yeah, just some scratches.
This one kind of hurts my arm. But it's all inside.
Be a man. Oh shit, that doesn't look right.
Dude, I wish I was doing something cool. I was on friction or something.
Instead, you were turning around in a campsite. Break. Yeah, that sucks. You know, I was spotting your front half. All right, so it is about noon. We took it real slow this morning, relaxed. We stayed up kind of late. I think Taylor said he didn't get to bed till like 4 in the morning. But I went to bed at like 1-ish and slept really good. Guys, I'm telling you that now that I have like all of the gear in the truck, everything is just, camping in general has been so much more fun, and we're able to do it on a much more regular basis. That little diesel heater, again, not sponsored at all, but life-changing. So I was hot. I was warm last night. I opened up the windows. It was awesome. We're excited. Today we're gonna go try to find some snow and do a little bit of exploring, and I think it's just gonna be an awesome time. We're gonna film a bunch of stuff, and yeah, it'll be cool. But again, loving the setup, loving having like a dedicated overland truck. We're not doing farming anymore. We got rid of the cattle. So it's a totally different experience. Like, my truck's not full of like cow shit and barbed wire and all that kind of crap. It's just an overland truck, and it's so nice. You ready, boy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So I was cooking last night. Taylor extended his thermostat so he can take it up into his tent. Pretty nice. We have the same diesel heater. Taylor actually discovered it.
Yeah, mine has about 10,000 or about 12,000 miles on it, being hard mounted there in the rain and dust and everything, and still functions like new.
Oh wow. Oh dude, and you got your air filter on it.
Yeah, it sometimes comes off.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh shoot.
So then I'm like, oh yeah, put that back on.
I didn't even run one last night, an air filter.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Or an exhaust.
I think that we're bound to break this,
Yeah.
before like the air filter will actually make a difference, and they're like $200 from Hong Kong, so who cares?
Yeah, it's a Hong Kong special. Again, I just get ragged on for like promoting gear, so I'm not going to do any more sponsored stuff, guys. You're going to have to, I don't know, I was thinking about starting a Patreon account or something, because I'm not going to sponsor videos anymore. If you guys keep getting upset, we'll just go unfunded. Yeah. Unfunded Overland. New channel. Unfunded Overland. We're going to do it like normal people do, I guess. But no, yeah, it's H calorie is the diesel heater, and there's literally like one website that sells them. They're like sold out all over the place, but really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels like he was in late teens, and I just walked back.
Oh, you're up there now.
That's easy. I'm kind of believing that even though it says there's snow, there might not be snow there, because we already passed it. Down the way, we can keep going the way we came, the way that Nate went, which there is snow, according to his video, and there's a shit ton of snow, according to Onyx. It's about 3 miles from where we're at.
Let's do that. Guarantee we hit snow. That's good. Right?
I mean, there's no guarantee. Like, this map info could be a week old. There might be no snow. But
How long ago was it when Nate filmed that video?
a couple weeks.
A couple weeks ago? It's probably still snowy.
It was so snowy that he had to backtrack and bypass this section. There's that much snow. So
Well,
I think
that
there's
sounds
some snow.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. Let's try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a mission. We gotta find some snow.
Yeah.
Overland!
Overland!
I'm 40% sure my Tundra can do that. 40%. Let's see. It's just kind of fun to mess around sometimes, you know? Let's go give it a try.
Oh yeah. Yeah! Tundra power!
I wanted the rear on.
Huh?
I really wanted to get the rear on.
You'd have to like back up.
You gotta come on right, real straight.
Yeah.
What I don't want to do is fall straight down on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure we figured it out though.
You're about to do that. You need to go passenger, because the log is rolling. You're about to be on your body, bro. It's about to happen. It's happening. It's happening. I told you. I'm glad I was filming. Yes.
It's happening.
It's happening. Oh. Oh boy. Leave no trace, baby. The tree was already dead, guys. Don't be mad at us.
It was off.
You're on your lower control arm and sway bar.
Oh shit. But we gotta go backwards, right? I mean, of course.
Oh yeah, I'd go backwards.
For sure go backwards. Damn. You're like, it's happening.
Well, and the log
It rolls.
started rolling, yeah. Yeah.
So I did say I was only 40% sure I could follow the Jeep. I will accept some shit from the Jeep community. That's okay. It's okay, that's fair. That's fair. So Taylor's pulling his Jeep up. We're gonna get a kinetic rope out and he's gonna just yank me backwards. I don't think it's gonna take too much. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully that log doesn't do too much damage on the underside of the truck. But the truck is protected from CBI skids. So I have skids like all the way across the bottom. So I'm not too worried about anything getting damaged by the log. And the log's super rotten, so it'll just fall apart. I think, in theory. I thought I had it though. So we're good to go. Little quick recovery with the tow rope. We're using USA ropes, kinetic ropes, new rope company that's coming out that my company, Outsiders Media, is actually doing all of the marketing and all of the branding material, all of it. So if you guys want to support me and my company and see us be successful, then be sure to check out USA Ropes. Like I said earlier, I'm not really going to do very many sponsorship posts because I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. But also mostly because I don't want to have like too many obligations aside from the companies that my company is working with. So if I could ask anything of you, it is to support the companies that Outsiders Media represents. That would be so huge. And thank you so much in advance. I do appreciate it. Man, this is cool. This trail is awesome. There's like these logs jutting out all over the place. And just one wrong move, you could just completely tear the side off of your truck. Gone. Just wrecked. And I feel for Michael back there, because he's got the Mammoth trailer, which is wide. That trailer is very wide. And then his truck itself is very wide. So he's gonna have to really weave it in and out. Oh cool, there's some motorbikes up here. a cool little campsite they got going on here. Look at that tent, it's huge. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Nate. I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure Nate cleared all of these trees on his BDR video, recent BDR video. Whoa! If you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out. Dirt Lifestyle, BDR, chopping down all these trees. It looks like a lot of work, man. God, that thing sounds like a rocket taking off. Nice. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. You're on the branch.
Yeah.
We should probably just cut that one down.
Yeah.
It's a little close.
Yeah.
That was smooth work with the mirror though.
You are now in the presence of a king. Now in the presence of a
I'm losing a little bit of oil.
I'm a certified mechanic for 39 years.
Shit. It helps if you stick it up your nose a little bit.
Oh, perfect.
Make sure you do it right here. That's it. That's it. Forward it. Fast.
Very
Oh,
Toyota.
oh, that's it.
Very Toyota of me having to put oil in the motor.
Right now we're driving along a ridge overlooking what I believe is called Badger Lake. It's really, really gorgeous, guys. Let me see if I can get it to a good clearing where you'll be able to see it on camera. My goodness. It is awesome.
Maybe I didn't.
I'm way longer than you, though.
You're good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Way good. Thumbnail. What? You can make it. You can fit. Yeah.
So when we were up on top of this ridge, looking down at the lake, it looked like there was a really good like parking lot size campsite there. I'm thinking we try to get to there and camp for the night. So my Tundra is pretty big, but I've managed to squeeze through some spots. Michael from Haven Ridge, he's having a little bit more trouble because he's got a really big, diesel Ford truck, and to top it off, he's towing the Mammoth trailer. So it's a lot. It's a lot to squeeze through here. And these, I don't think. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I'm so tired. Whew. I don't think that whoever cleared this path was, towing a trailer, because it's very zigzaggy and it's just like there's not a lot of space. And here, these are like really big logs, so to cut these down would just be like, it would take forever. Yeah, I was just saying. Taylor and I barely squeezed through this little narrow opening. We got this massive log here. We want to try to get Michael's F-350 through here, and behind him he's pulling the Mammoth trailer, so there's not a lot of room. We could bust out the chainsaw. You actually have a pretty big bar on it, so we could cut this, but it's going to take like a long time, and it'll probably cook the rest of your blade. It didn't look like your blade was super sharp either.
Yeah, I got an extra chain.
Oh, you got an extra chain. Okay. Well, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to throw a winch line around this thing and see if we can just drag it or pivot it. And actually, it might make things worse. I don't know. You think it'll make things worse?
Oh yeah,
Taylor's
it's going to put it right in the trail.
Oh, well then maybe we shouldn't do it.
You could
Unless you snatch
let's snatch block off the tree.
Oh, and pull it back off the trail.
Yeah.
That'd be gnarly.
We could probably set it down onto its roots.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You think it would move?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do we have any like good alternatives? You were mentioning cutting something over
I
there.
can cut this one. If I cut this one right about where that foot is, I think I can drive up over this one.
I'll crawl over
And
the
I just
rest.
move that one out of the way.
Dude, nice job, man. That worked flawlessly. We were able to pull the stump up back onto its roots, clear this whole trail so that bigger rigs like Michael's can get through. That's awesome. So I'm just packing up a few last little things here, and then oh, there's people hiking over there. Cool. Well, we're loading up. It's the last day. We're gonna take off here in a few minutes. Just got to close down this rooftop tent, and we'll be on our way. But been super happy with the setup. Very happy with the truck. A few things I need to do. It's starting to blow the fenders out because the 37s are so big. So I really got to finish the lift on this truck. This is starting to really damage the fenders. I could probably replace them with fiberglass or something like that, but I like to avoid that if I can. But other than that, very smooth trip. A lot of fun. Worked really good. Go ahead and put my, oh crap, I still got to put my sleeping bags away. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, it's just full of stuff and it smells like ass. I gotta air this tent out. Okay. Super easy setup to live and camp out of. Really enjoyed it. And this tent has been a win so far as well. If you're looking for something that's relatively inexpensive, compact, and lightweight, low profile, it's exactly what I was going for. This thing is just perfect for that. I've had a lot of different rooftop tents, and this seems to be best of both worlds because it's low, like a small footprint when it's closed, because it's folding, but it's still a hard shell tent. And so it has like the, the gas strut assisted opening, which is really nice. Kind of helps get the tent open fast. Like last night, I didn't open up any of the windows or put the little poles in. I'm not a fan of the little poles, but they're necessary. But decently comfortable. Not the most comfortable mattress ever, but you kind of sacrifice the mattress comfort when you go for low profile. And I really wanted low profile. So I didn't want a tent to drastically affect my fuel economy. And I just like the look of it better when it's really like level with the Prinsu rack. And kind of the idea was it's actually lower profile than I anticipated, which I'm really happy with. The idea was that it was going to be even with some Roam cases or boxes that I'd put on the roof, but I haven't ended up putting those on there yet. But yeah, it's a really nice hard shell tent for the money. A few little things I'd change, like the buckles when you close it up, but that's just being picky. It's really not bad at all. Last night I didn't run the diesel heater. It wasn't too cold. I just ran 2 sleeping bags, and I was pretty comfortable, to be honest. It wasn't bad at all. So kind of cool thing about this trip was that we had some really good conversations, stuff that I wish I had recorded, but had there been a camera present or recording taking place, it kind of kills the moment, ruins the vibe, and takes the natural conversation out of it, which is unfortunate because it'd be so awesome. It's so valuable to people out there, especially people like us who need this type of brotherhood. They need this type of companionship. I don't know these guys super well. Taylor I work with on a weekly basis, getting to know him better. Michael, this is the first time I've met Michael, but I know a little bit about him. Yeah, this morning I was saying how proud I am of us as a group, because we all come from backgrounds, we have jobs that kind of fucked us all up, all for different reasons, but all kind of, you know, for the sake of helping others. And so we've all experienced a fair share of trauma, and we're able to talk about some of our experiences, you know. And I'm just grateful, proud that three of us could come together, you know, talk openly about stuff. And one of the things that stuck out to us is that how therapeutic and you know, relaxing it is to be outdoors, and how common it is for people, you know, like us who've seen a lot and done a lot of things to get outdoors and spend time with like-minded individuals. And so we've all seen and done our fair share of gnarly shit, and I think one of the things that brings me down to earth the fastest is being out in the wild, away from people, but around good, like-minded people that you feel safe and confident with. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but like when you're with dudes that you know, they have your back, like no matter what, just strictly because of their character, not anything you did for them, or like, it's just a good feeling. And then that good feeling is amplified when you're with people that get it. So grateful for all that. So that's about it for this trip. We got to head back, obviously, and I know that we'll run into some adventure. We always do. You know, it's never smooth sailing on the way back, but really, really cool spot. I will mark it on onX and try to find a way to share it. I'm not sure if I can. There'll be a link in the description if I can, but it's called Badger Lake, full of trout, big trout. We saw an osprey hunting over the water, and it was diving in and slamming the water. It was super epic, very cool. Michael saw a couple deer, or quite a few deer actually, and of course some chipmunks running around. So a lot of good wildlife encounters. It was really cool. Here this water is, like, I'm tempted to go swimming. It looks really, really clean. It's just rocky bottom. It was very cold. The water was very cold. This place was pretty much snowed out as of just like a couple weeks ago. So this is all just like snow melt, recent snow melt. Very cold, but very clean and very nice. If it got a little bit hotter out, it'd be great to go for a swim. It'd be really nice. But we'll go ahead and take off. We'll get out of here, make our way back. So we drove in for a day, camped, and then drove further for a day. So we probably won't make it back home till late tonight. And that's assuming that there's no disasters. So it's pretty common that I'll get questions about the Tundra and its size, and whether or not I think it's too big for overlanding. And then alternatively, because I also have a Toyota Tacoma, I'll get questions about that a lot, especially from people with new families, you know, asking if the Tacoma is big enough. Like, honestly, the perfect overland vehicle would probably be something in between. The Tundra is pretty big. It's very bulky. Like, it's got a lot of body. It's very wide. But I came from a Ford Raptor before this truck, and that was also huge. And so I've been able to manage pretty well. But obviously I'm gonna get a lot of, like, you know, trail scrapes down the side of the truck from branches and bushes and stuff. But one of the big things, like when you're navigating through these little tight obstacles, is to just try really hard not to rush or become complacent. It's usually when I'm really tired towards the end of a day, or I just want to get home, or I just want to get to camp, or whatever it may be, where I'll start to rush and just try to zip the truck through tight openings, and that's where I've caused the most body damage. In fact, like the door panels on the driver's side are all dinged up from that happening. I was just sick of being on the trail and wanted to get through it, and just got lazy, you know? So I think that's a big one. Another thing too, when I'm going through trails, just a little tip, I guess, for you guys is to, you know, my passenger mirror is usually facing down at my rear tire, and I can see my slider. I have rock sliders are so huge, especially if you have an oversized rig like this. Rock sliders and tires that stick out a little bit past the body will save your ass time and time again. And so what I'll do is I'll use the driver's side as the reference that I can see and that I know, and I'll usually put the tire right alongside, you know, if say it's a log or a rock, or for example, if it's a tight spot, I know it's going to be tight, I'll put my driver's side as close as I possibly can. Sometimes I'll even let the tire rub on that obstacle, because I know that that'll give me the maximum amount of space on the opposite side. And then I'll look in that mirror and try to line it up. So here's a perfect example right here. So we've got this really tight spot. I'll come in and I'll get stuck immediately. Might be a little close on this one, but if I know that my driver's side is just hugging this log, and then I watch my passenger mirror as I come through, make sure that I have clearance, then I can slide right through here. Too much hassle without damaging anything. But if my tires weren't sticking out past my body, that would not be possible. So I always like a little bit of an untucked tire, but that does come with some other issues. Like I was saying earlier, the fenders on this truck are just getting bashed, because every time I hit like a big G out or wash out and bottom out the truck, the 37s just slam up into the fenders, and they're popping the plastic deals off and starting to bend them and warp them a little bit. So I could go and get, you know, oversized body flares, but then that just makes it even tighter on trails. So I've been considering like cutting them out or lopping them off, but I haven't quite figured out how to do it. I might have to get like some bushwhacker flares that can bolt on and then cut them up higher. But I haven't seen anyone else do it, and I don't know, I'm not brave enough to try to figure it out myself yet. If the fenders keep getting crushed to the point to where they're not usable, then I'll do that. I will be the first to do it. I'll be the guinea pig. But size-wise, aside from it being a little tight in trails, I love the space. I love the space that it offers. I have room for, you know, wife and kids. I have room for tons of gear, especially camera gear. And in the Tacoma, you have enough room technically, but everything has to be piled. You know, like everything has to be stacked and piled and strapped down, and so stuff's less accessible. So the convenience of a very big, oversized rig when it comes to, you know, grabbing gear is really nice. And then of course, you know, leg room and foot room, all that else that comes with it. And I love having the power as well. So it's been a really awesome truck, and it's done really well on these adventures. And I love the reliability of it. Like, I love feeling like it's, you know, it's Toyota, so it just feels really reliable. So I never feel like I'm ever gonna have issues. I can push the truck really hard. It tows really well. So it's been an awesome platform for adventures.